All right, Facebook family, what is going on? This is Tracy Walker, and I'm so excited to be here. And I've got some friends with me here on this evening. This is a little impromptu live we decided to do because we want to share some stuff with y'all. And I think you're really gonna like it. So guys, just jumping out there. My name is Tracy Walker. I'm a home-based business expert. If you're new to this page or any of us here, I am in the business of showing busy corporate single moms how to trade, invest, and grow their money, their own money in the financial markets using apps. All right. And these wonderful colleagues and friends of mine, they kind of do their own thing. So I'll let them make some introductions as well, just so you know who you're speaking with. But stay tuned because we're going to talk to you about the 150 days to 150K challenge that just got underway that we are running with our group. I'm going to also say that past results do not guarantee future profits. Okay, that is a disclaimer for everything that we're getting ready to share here on tonight. We cannot guarantee you anything. I mean, for goodness sake, we cannot guarantee we're going to even be here in the morning. Okay, so we got to live today to the fullest. And while we are here, we're going to share with you what we're doing so you don't miss out. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pass it on over. So I'm going to start with my brother, Dion. And I'm going to start with Dion, guys, because you know what? Dion actually brought the idea of this challenge to the table, and he was going to do it anyway with his organization. And I said, oh, Dion, can we please, can we share it with the whole dream team? He said, why not, sis? So I'm going to turn it over to Dion first to make his intro and all that good stuff. What's going on, Dion?
Hello, internet land. What's up, y'all? This is your boy, Dion Sylvester. You already know. From Chicago, live in Atlanta. Both cities is the bomb. Y'all know that, so you can go to either one. But I'm staying put in Atlanta. Atlanta is where it's at. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you, man. Internet land. This thing is crazy. What we got our hands on, we was just, I guess, right place, right time, and took advantage of it. Said yes, and then just putting this little math and chemics and scientists and all of this good stuff together. Tracy just doing this mix. I looked at it and cooked up this little concoction and was like, you know what? We can all eat. We can all really, really eat. And I introduced it to my team. They started doing it. I was running it. Like Tracy said, oh, the whole team, everybody, the generational wealth, right, Dion? I said, yeah, generational wealth. She said, well, let's share with everybody. So we got together as a team and we got results. We doing it big. So with that, it's a lot of us here. So I'm going to turn this over here to Jeff and let Trillionaire Jeff drop this jewel on y'all. Brother Jeff, oh yeah, sir. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. You're on mute.
Awesome. What's going on, Dion? What's going on? Listen, I feel like the little Brady Bunch thing, you know, with the little everybody in the boxes. It's pretty dope. So, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jeff Trill. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Currently living in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm super ecstatic to be a part of this family, this challenge we're about to talk about. Super excited because, you know, before I give anything away, I'm just very happy to be here. And I really want to know if you guys are happy to be here too, because what you're about to learn today is going to change your life. When I say change your life, change your life. And I promise, because we do the simple things and we do simple things often, and that will create success. So everybody here, and you see the diversity, right? Everybody here is winning, and it's important that you know why we're winning and what we're doing to win. So if you see somebody like you, then understand that you can do it too. I'm going to pass it off to April down in the woods. What's going on, April?
What's happening, fam?
Okay.
Y'all know how to skip in and out, so you got to bring
Let everybody know who you are, where you coming in from, girl.
I reign from Jackson, Mississippi. What it do? All the way from the SIP.
All right. And then we're going to bring it on to my guy, Bobby. You can hear you, boy. Your mic is muted. Mic is muted, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, guys. I'm Bobby. Originally from 305 Miami, man, but I've been up here in South Carolina for the past 3 years. I still don't know if I'm going to claim it yet, but, I'm still repping 305, and I'm here, man. I got a chance to meet some of the great people in this family has him experience trading before and doing this stuff, but nothing like this, man. And like Jeff is saying, diversity. And if you see somebody like you here, just know that you can do it too. And man, I tell you, I'm married. My wife is actually down there in Miami. I had 3 of my boys with me today, and was still able to get this done. So, no excuse, baby, no excuse.
No excuse.
All right, then let's go ahead and let's move on to Sandra. What's going on, Sandra? How you doing over there?
I'm doing great. I'm ready for the challenge. Had a little trading experience a couple of years ago with Tracy, and we did a challenge back then too, which was a challenge. It was fun. So I'm glad we're going to be doing this again. I'm ready to go.
I know, and that was the key. You was like, the challenge was a challenge, was it not? Oh Lord, but that's what challenges are, right? And it's endurance and perseverance all together. We got our brother David Hayden. What is going on, David? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I just got back from a vacation and not feeling very well today, but I graciously accepted this challenge. And I tell you guys, I've been trading. I guess I call myself trading for a little while, about a year or so. But it was kind of like me going to Vegas. You know, I just put the money in the slot machine and see what happens, not knowing what I was doing and hoping for a result. And once I saw this challenge that Dion and yourself, Tracy, put together, I said, okay, I'm going to embrace this challenge. And today was extremely exciting. I'm still doing the plantation stuff, but in between while, I had a chance to get my trades in, and when I saw that return on my investment that I got within a few couple of minutes, I got extremely excited with the potential. So I'm glad to be here with you guys, and thank you for having me on the call today.
Woohoo! Woohoo! All right. Now, last but certainly not least, we got Miss Deborah in the building. How are you, Deborah? Uh-oh, let me unmute you. Okay. You got to unmute yourself. It won't let me. There you go.
I'm fine, and I'm Deborah Fuller from Tennessee, and I'm excited. This is my first time ever having anything to do with trading, and yes, I am beginning tomorrow, but I did all my training and a lot of stuff today, uploading stuff, and I'm just excited. I showed it to my husband, and he was like, "Are you ready yet? Are you started yet?" And I said, no. I said, Tracy's going to help me. And so I'm excited.
That's right, Deborah. We are thrilled to have you. And so, guys, if you're watching this right now, Deborah is starting brand new, right? April was pretty much newer, right? She's newer as well. Jeff is brand new to trading. Jeff has never really traded. In fact, I'll let you tell him, what you used to be, Jeff? What you used to call yourself?
I was AT, the anti-trader. Okay, I didn't want nothing to do with trading. I thought it was a scam. I thought it was worse than the lottery. I didn't want to do nothing with it, right? Because everybody losing their shirts. But when I got in here, I understood risk management, and I understood we're not gambling, we're investing. It shifted my whole paradigm, right? So listen. I know this is the most cliche thing everybody say. If I can do it, you can do it. But no, seriously, like for real. Like if I can do it. You know the rest. I'm not gonna do it because I ain't gonna fall in the cliche. But just know, I was able to trade my first time in my life using this apps and using this platform. And I'm telling you, you can do it. Back to you, Tracy.
I can't with him. I can't. April, when you gonna say something?
You know what? Let me jump in here and start all the way over. I know y'all like, what is this nut talking about? But let me say seriously, okay? Now that I'm caught up to speed, y'all, I was moving around, so I'm stable now. But the excitement that everybody is pushing out is feeding me back all over again, right? So just like Jeff was saying, I am totally new to trading. Listen, just copying and pasting makes me think I know what I'm doing now, right? So you look at it enough, and you kind of get a little bit more familiar with it. So this has been so exciting. Today was so exciting for this challenge, for the first day of this challenge. When Dion first started talking about it, he was on it every day. So I was like, before we decided to do the challenge, I decided I was going to do the challenge myself. So I'm just so glad that We got a whole game plan set out for us. I'm telling you, if you are jumping into this for the first time, I am another test that just follow the instructions and you cannot go wrong, period. So that's what I have to add for now.
I love it. And the key thing is follow the instructions. I'm going to tell you, who was it that said that? Dion, you were talking about Bob Proctor, right? What Bob Proctor say?
Bob Proctor said, he said, if you want to see the highest paid person, what they should earn, whoever can lead a flock of stray cats. That's the highest paid person that needs on planet Earth. Because you can lead sheep, you can lead goat, you can lead cow. One person can lead a whole, but try to lead 9 cats in the same direction. Oh my God, it's totally impossible. So that person should be the highest paid person in the world. And sometimes people are those stray cats.
Literally, that is metaphorically what we're saying, right? We're dealing with new people, different skill sets, different belief levels. Some people panic, right? It's just they have an assault of questions that come through, right? Some people actually shut down. They have questions. They won't say nothing, right? And you don't even know they're over there struggling, right? And then there's others that just kind of float away, disappear. They're here. They didn't hear nothing you said. They were right there, right? Mine is somewhere else. And then you have other people who are more like the drill sergeant, which is more like me, where I'm like, hey, let's go. Hey, cat number 1, cat number 2, brown cat, blue cat. Hello, everybody, this way. Okay. That is what we are trying to do with this process. So following the instructions, April, is definitely a critical piece to the success. So let me just share with everybody what is happening, all right? So Dion says, hey, we're getting ready to do the 150 days to 150K challenge. What does that mean? That means we're going to start our trading accounts with $100, okay, roughly about that, $100. And we're going to take the next 150 days, right? Now we're at 149 because today we are done with day 1, okay? So we got 149 more days to go. And we are going to grow our accounts by 5% a day. Okay, so let's just do some simple math. If you start your account with $100 and you want to grow at 5%, that means that you're going to have $5 growth, right? And then by the end of the day, you're going to have $105. And then on day 2, you're going to start with a new compounded balance of $105. Then you're going to do 5% of that, right? And it's going to grow. In fact, I'm going to pass it to Dion to talk a little bit more about it. And what I'm going to do, Dion, is I'm going to go and I'm going to grab the spreadsheet, okay? So we can show people what the spreadsheet looks like, because although 5% when you start with $100 doesn't sound like much, guys, you got to understand that when you are investing, it's not about the dollar amount. It's about the percentage. People only care about the percentage rate of return. When you have a mortgage on your house, what do you ask for? What's the percentage rate? When you go and get a car loan, what do you say? What's the interest rate? It's not about the dollar amount. It's about the interest rate. And so now you are the person getting the money and you care about the interest rate. All right. So 5% a day, ladies and gentlemen, does not exist anywhere on the planet. Go check your 401k. Go get your quarterly report. I guarantee you the first 3 months or any 3 months in that quarter, you didn't even earn 5% in the quarter. You know why? Because the average 401k pays out 7%, 6% for the year. For the year. And so if you had the same $100 in your 401k, it would take you a whole year to get $7. And we're teaching people how to get $5 in the first day, $10 over 10 days. And within 48 hours, 2 days, guys, you could be outpacing the growth of your normal, regular, dried out retirement accounts that they want you to believe is some sort of, jolly old occasion for you, when in reality, they ripping you off. Okay. They ripping you off. But Dion talked to you more about that because he get passionate about that part. I don't want to get on that soapbox. So I'm gonna let him get on that soapbox. So Dion, talk to him a little bit more about this whole what's going on with the world of investments and why this is better.
Well, thank you for that. I like Jeff said, At and you were. I think Jeff was an anti-trader because he really would rather have been an investor. A person would rather be an investor than a trader, and that's kind of the way I felt. And with the other, because we got a lot of apps. We in our technology industry, we got a lot. We focusing on one, but we do got a couple of apps that focus on trading, like Shift and Titan. They focus on pips. Pips is trading. What we're doing with NFX, we're investing, and we're looking for a certain percentage on our investment every day, and we have the tool that provides us the way to get that percentage growth every day, and we just marry those two things together. We basically have become our own E.F. Hutton, our own Merrill Lynch, our own Fidelity for ourselves. And nothing wrong with those other companies. Is just the fact that our grandparents were taught that that was the way to retire, because in the old days, that's what it was. They actually did have a retirement plan, deferred comp. It worked for them. And then our parents, it was passed to them. Some of our parents retired with a decent retire. Most of them didn't. And then they gave it to us. So that's why it's okay for us to take some money every 2 weeks, put it in a 401k, put it in deferred comp, because we were taught that. We were conditioned that this other person will handle our investments until we're 67 and a half. And then we'll deal with that money then. But you work for that money today. So why don't you take your own percentage of it? You can still let some of it go over there until you break that pattern and understand how to do it for yourself. But right now, you got to start small. That's why we start with 100. Everybody can start with 100, learn how to self-govern their investing. So you become your own, like I say, E.F. Hutton. And doing this with this 5% system that we have, that's just, it's mind blowing. And we've proven that it happens. Do you win every single day? No, you don't win every single trade. I'll put it that way, because I laugh because I've been doing this. My initial one, I'm day 42, and I'm 42 and 0 on 5%, not bragging, just saying that following the system, it works. So when she said, well, can we show this to everybody? Yeah, I think everybody can do it if you follow the system. Don't go past by straight cat number 3. It's going to be a lot of stray cats along the way. I already know it. It's 150 days. You got to press yourself. You have to push yourself. 150 days of anything, what I'm saying, turns you into a better person. And we saying you can do 150 days for a weight loss challenge and lose weight. You can do a 150-day challenge for, there's a whole lot of challenges out there. But has anybody ever challenged you to turn $100, 100, into 150,000 in 150 days? If you don't reach the goal, then what? Still got more than $100. It's worth getting into the challenge. I would think so anyway. But I'm just passionate about not the trading. I'm not a trader. I don't care about the pips. I care about my return on my money every single day and how to show people how to do the same thing. So that's what I'm very, very passionate about. And I'll just welcome you all to take a part in this challenge, because this is day 1. It may be day 6 for somebody, and it'll be your day 1. It may be day 17 for somebody. It'll be your day 1. We all start at day 1. Tracy.
That was clutch. We all start at day 1. And, if you're looking at this, depending on when you're looking at this, right? You might look at this replay, for example, and we're on day 10, right? You can still join us in the challenge, right? We're on day 10, but you would use the same strategy and plan, and you would just start at day 1. Okay. It is a perpetual type of thing where you don't have to start exactly on the day and at the time that we start. You just need to start, right? You just need to start. And we've got, a good 5 months to go. It seems like such a long time, don't it? Good Lord. But you know what? it ain't that long. It's not that long of a time when you're thinking about the type of return, right? It's like, okay, how long, or, how many hours a week, how many months, how many years does it take for someone to actually be able to generate $150,000 legally, morally, and ethically, right? How long does it take? What type of time do you have to spend away from your family? What type of extra, overtime do you have to put in? What type of labor is required to do it? And literally all we're doing is we're waiting on somebody else to send us a notification on the app. And then we're going to look at it. We're going to say, thank you. And then we're going to go and copy and paste. And we're going to, we can go from $100 to $105, and we can go from 10,000 to 40,000, and the level of work at what we're doing doesn't change. We're going to be making more money doing the same thing. Do y'all understand that? Most times people only make more money when they spend more time or put more labor, and we're making more money by just doing the same thing consistently over and over and over and over and over time, right? Which compounds and helps us to reach our goal. Okay, so I'm going to share the spreadsheet here, but before I did that, I wanted to ask, did any of our other guests want to share before? Because today was day one. Today was day one. I know we had some good results. I want to hear from David, because he posted something in our chat, and I was so excited. So David, our goal today was 5%, right? We're supposed to go from 100 roughly to 105. What did you do today, David?
I went from, actually my percentage was 7.5%. And initially when I first did the first trade early in the morning, before I started doing anything for anyone else, I got my first signal. I was anxiously waiting that first signal to come across. When it did, that first notification, I executed on it. And literally, I only had 30 seconds left to actually make the execution. And I made a little over $2 in that first 30 seconds. And then I'm like, wait a minute. So I went and calculated 30 seconds. I made $2 and some change. And how much would that have been in a minute? And then how many would that have been in an hour? And at the rate I was going, if it had stayed that way, I would have made $167 an hour. And I was like, wait a minute. I made more in 30 seconds than the average individual made some of them all week and all day. And I got excited about it. I had some blunders after that because some things Dion told us was going to happen because, human nature. But at the end of the day, I had 7.5% increase on my return on my investment, unheard of. And I can't wait until tomorrow. But I did have to humble myself and turn it off and not do any more, as my instructor told me to do. But I can't wait until we do it again tomorrow and see where we go from there. But 150K in that length of time is I have to discipline myself. I haven't done it before, but I'm gonna have to discipline myself now to just follow the system. So thank you, Tracy.
Oh man, I love it. And discipline, right? That's really the name of the game, Jeff, right? It's discipline. It's not hard to copy and paste. That's not the issue. Okay. The issue is controlling yourself, right? Like we say, you're trying to herd cats. It's like, you got to understand that in your mind, this is something I had to come to grips, a transparency moment. I had to come to grips when I first started trading in 2017. I didn't think I was greedy, right? Because of how I live my life, and I give, I share, right? Just on a normal, everyday, day to day. And I don't feel that I'm a greedy person, right? But when you start trading, and just if you add a zero, right, to your lot size, for example, or something, you go from a 0.1 to a 1.0. By doing that, I could 10 times the amount of my money, right? It's like, it is something inside of you, the greed factor, ladies and gentlemen. Your behind is greedy. You are. You don't even know it until it's time for you to see that, oh, wait, I made $7, but if I change this number, it could have been $70. It's so easy to want to just transpose that number and make 10 times the amount. And the discipline of being able to stick to your plan and not be a rogue investor is going to be critical. And why is it important? Because when you're still playing with the small numbers, that's why it takes so time to get to the bigger numbers when you're building up 5% a day. When you're dealing with the small numbers, sometimes you lose track because you're trying to still focus on the dollar amount. But if you build the wrong habit, when you get to $10,000 and you do that roll, throw it against the wall, and you mess around and lose $5,000, now you feel the pain, right? And you feel the burn of your actions. And how do I know? Because I lost $10,000 in about 12 minutes before, okay? I watched it go away. I was on a live with my team on a Zoom. I literally got off the Zoom. I hung up. I did not want to talk to them because I was mad at them too. Anybody could get it. If you was don't talk to me. Don't call, don't inbox, don't message, don't text. I don't care about this team. Y'all figure it out. I don't care about this business. It can crash and burn. Everybody can go away. And for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I didn't even look at the trading platform because I knew better. At the end of the day, I could only be mad at myself. And I vowed I would not make such a costly mistake again when it's totally unnecessary. Had I had discipline, I would have still been in the game, right? So I'm just going to say that right there.
Let me add to that real quick.
Go ahead, Jeff.
The cool thing about this challenge, y'all, is that we get to work on our disciplines. We get to work on our greed. We get to work on the things that we don't realize exist, right? Because we never was put in a position to be greedy like that, right? The fact that you can turn it from a 0 to 2 zeros and make that much money, you never had that opportunity before to just go and say, let me create my paycheck for the day, right? Let me go and just write some zeros in here and then do what I need to do, right? So even after we won our trade today, right, even I was like, they told you about get off the app, we're like, well, who's looking, right? And so it's not about, when we say get off the app when you get your 5%, it's not for us, but it's for you, right? And we're going to talk about that because at the end of the day, if you can master the minimals, then you can master the majors, right? And so what we're doing now is just preparing you for what's to come in your life. That's why the average person is broke no matter what money they get because their disciplines is out of whack, right? That's why the average person is broke. We all ran through $100,000 before, but we're like, well, man, I'm slaving over here, but I ain't got nothing to show for it. Why? Because it's not your money. You taking your money and giving it to somebody else. That's their money. They're like, thank you, right? You taking your money and giving it to Disney Plus. I'm mad at Disney Plus right now. Somebody hacked my Disney Plus. As I'm talking about Disney Plus. But anyway, so you sidebar. But yeah, you get paid to give it to your landlord. You get paid to give it to your car note. You get paid to give it to everybody else but yourself. And so this discipline will allow you to grow money while you cashing out your other paycheck to take care of bills. So understand this challenge is important. This challenge is important not just for the money factor, but for the person you're about to become. Because even after I won today, I'm like, well, I can do another trade. Ooh, this guy's coming in. I know I can get that one in. But I was on Tracy like push away from the table. Like you want to eat some more, the food there, you full as heck, and you like, I just want to push away from the table, but that cake is looking good right now, right? Just one more bite, and then you take that one more bite, and now you fat, you mad that you full like that? You wasn't full before, but you took that one bite, and now you like, oh my God, why did I do that? That's this. Don't do that. So push away from the table. Back to you, Tracy.
Exactly.
Man, that's it. Go ahead, Dion.
What he said about pushing away from the table, as we say, you follow the system and you get your 5%, you get out. I got a message maybe 30, 40 minutes ago, an hour or something. They say, did you get those? Did you get in the Javit alerts? And I was like, I didn't even know Javit had alerts. And you know why I don't know Javit had alerts? Because I got my 5% early in the AM and I cut the alerts off. Right. Once you are at that point where, okay, man, it's only $5. I only made $5 today. There's somebody who has $100 in their savings account just like you had $100 in your savings account that you converted to your own account, your own personal account to invest. That person still has $100 in their savings account today, and you have 105. So you actually interviewed your money. You asked it if it wanted to go to work for you. It said yes. You put it to work. You grew it by 5%. And that's kind of how I look at it. You want to say your job now, money, is to work for me and bring me back interest. I have to pay for this mortgage. I got a mortgage. They charge me $150,000 for this house, but when I finish paying for it, it's almost $400,000 because of compound interest. We're paying that out. You bought that car for $40,000, and it's going to be 65 when you finish paying for it because they're charging you compound interest. Now it's our time to charge our money compound interest and get paid off it. So once you learn how to do that at a small scale for 150 days, and like Jeff said, that person that you've become, you got a new shell. You've went through this challenge. You got 6 figures. Do the challenge again with a different amount and see what happens on another 150 days. That's 1 year. So if you go through the cycle with $100 and become a new person with 6 figures, and then you do it with $1,000, then you got 1.5 million this time next year. Let me drop this on you, then I'm gonna give it to Tracy. We're at the middle of the year right now. I want everybody that's still working, corporate America, whatever you're doing, go from January to now. That's 6 months. I want you to look in your virtual pockets, meaning your wallets, your bank accounts. That your balance today is what you're going to have in December, unless something changes, because we have that same income for these last 6 months. The next 6 months, you're going to be that income minus what you spent on Christmas. So get in the challenge, take $100, start now, turn it into 6 figures, become a new person, and then do the challenge again. Oh my goodness, I just dropped something on y'all. Somebody said I need to get in that challenge with them. Tracy or Deborah. I'm sorry, Miss Deborah. Let me hear from Miss Deborah, because I know she ready and eager. She like, y'all done got y'all percentage and I ain't got it yet.
Right. Now, Miss Deborah is brand new, guys. She's brand new.
Yes.
Miss Deborah still has to fund her account with Bitcoin. And we're working with Miss Deborah to get the
tonight.
purchase. Right. Listen, go ahead. Tell Miss Deborah. I'm quiet.
Say tonight. I'm ready. I'm excited because I'm one of those persons. I am 70 years old. I'm 70. But I'm one of those persons that if it doesn't excite me and keep my excitement up, I'm bored. I'm bored. And I've been retired for 17 years. So I'm happy. I'm content. But I love excitement, and just listen to Tracy and seeing her that one presentation she got. And I was like, oh, that's for me. I'm getting in this. And I have worked all day long trying to get all these apps and everything in. And I felt like I said, oh, she called me back, ain't helping me. Nobody helping me. But I am excited because it is teaching me to learn and to watch. And every time I go back and watch all those videos and reread it again, I see where I left out some of the steps. And I did have to turn off my notification because that thing kept binging. And I was like, I ain't got no money yet. So I turned it off. But I'm ready and I'm excited. I'm excited.
Man, guys, it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, what country you live in, what time zone you in, race, color, creed, religion. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, our goal really is just to help more people to, achieve financial freedom, whatever that really means for you, right? And we know, I'm gonna be honest, statistically, we're not gonna have 100% of the people complete the challenge at $150,000. It would be great, right? But we know that's not going to happen. That wouldn't be the reality. But what if you made it halfway through, right? What if you grew from $100 to $75,000? Would you really be upset with that? What if you only made it like 10% of the way through? What if you went from $100 to $15,000? When is the last time you could copy and paste and grow your money to $15,000, right? So yeah, 6 figures is amazing. It's fantastic. But as Jeff said, as Dion said, the person you become along the way, you're going to start to recognize that you can do things, and your financial thermostat is going to rise. And when it rises, you're going to be in position and your cup will be capable of receiving more now because you believe more. And now you're going to be able to start attracting opportunities and relationships and people and possibly businesses and whatever it is that you want to do, contracts, clients, whatever it is that you want, you'll be ready mentally, spiritually, and emotionally to receive it because you would have expanded. And you guys know that once you expand your mind, it can't go back. Like once you make $10,000 in a day or something, like there's nothing anybody could ever tell me ever. There's nothing. I don't care what you could think it's a scam. Think it's a scam all you want. I am not here to convince you about what's going on in my bank account. I know what I did. Okay. I'm trying to share it with y'all. Hello. Okay. But if my mom used to say a hard head make a soft behind. Okay. I don't know if y'all mommy say that. Okay. But if you got a soft behind, that's on you. Okay. Because I still got what I got in my bank account and I don't have to convince you about it. Okay. So what I'm going to do really quickly, and if somebody wants to share, they can. I'm going to pop this up here on the screen here for a second. And I'm going to make this kind of a full screen like this. I'm going to take everybody's pictures away, okay? And let me even see if I can zoom in for a second on this, okay? Let's see if I can zoom in. Can you guys see it a little bit better there, okay? So, all right. So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deal. See up here at the top, right? And I'm just giving y'all all my business, right? Because it don't matter. It's $100, okay? I started with $120.23. Now, my $120.23, we're going to be growing it. Hold on, let me move this out the way so I can see. We're going to be growing it by 5% a day, right? And so what this spreadsheet does, and every one of our team members that's participating in the challenge with us, they have the spreadsheet, okay? So all they do is plug in their number. So it's automatically formulated where that whatever number I put here is going to multiply it by 5%. It's going to tell me how much I need to earn for the day. So my goal today was only $6.01. Well, as you can see, whoopsie, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. As you can see over here, whoopsie, all type of stuff is going on. Okay, over here, guys, look what happened. My goal was $6.01. I actually earned $7.33. And when we add that to my starting balance, I now have $127.56 in my account, right? So then I come over here and I put $127.56 right here, and it automatically recalculates the whole spreadsheet, right? So for example, I'm going to take this, I'm going to change it back to 100, right? Now watch the whole spreadsheet change, right? Did it change, y'all? Did it change, y'all? Did y'all see it change?
No.
It still has my numbers in here, doesn't it?
Right. The only thing changed was line 1.
120, 23. I'm going to go back to that. Okay, so let me just use this for the sake of it then, because I don't want to mess up my sheet. Okay, so let me just show y'all. So we start with this. It'll grow. Look, guys, by the time you get to like day 100, you're at like 14 grand. But by the time you get to day 130, you're at like 62. Guys, by the time you get to day like 148, you're at $150,000, right? You are making $7,000 in a day, $6,000 in a day, right? $2,400 in a day. This is not a gimmick. This is taking the balance that you have and adding 5% to it, adding $1,200 to it. Now you're at $2,600. You're going to do 5%. It's going to keep growing. It's called compound interest. Albert Einstein called this the 8th wonder of the world, okay? And so these numbers will continue to grow and calculate, and then you'll be able to document your week 1 total, your week 2 total, and so on and so forth. And so I just wanted to share really quickly how easy and how simple that whole thing is, and let everybody know that the reality of this whole thing is that the discipline is going to give you your return. Okay. It is not some type of, oh, somebody is doing something. You're literally going to need to focus on your discipline, and you will grow your money at 5%. And we're just going to use our spreadsheet to guide us every little step of the way. All right. Now, Bobby, I want to come back to you because Bobby did something. He might want to share what he did, right? So, Bobby, tell everybody what you did day one.
So I started out with a little extra, and my should I tell them?
What's the little extra? We gonna tell the parent what's the little extra. Little extra.
So my little extra revealed a little bit of my greed, right? Because I've been trading for a little bit, you know, and this is one of the things. Once again, you got to appreciate Dion, and while I appreciate Tracy as my sister soldier, I appreciate Dion as my brother the brain. You know, because we talk about compound interest and understanding discipline, and you know, it's not about the trading. You know, it's building that discipline because I've blown accounts before. You know, learning how to do this, and man, we spoke about that one number, right? That one digit being a different. So you know, instead of doing 100, I said, shoot, I got some reserves. I'll throw in an extra zero there. You know. And we gonna multiply that bad boy. we gonna multiply it up. So I did that, and man, my I had two signals that came in.
Yeah, right, let's get to it so everybody understands.
Man, I don't want to say the number. So I'm the brown cat. I'm the brown cat, right? That needs a sister soldier. Say, hey, come here. So you know, I added that extra zero and made mine 1,000, and the signals came in. And like I said, man, and this is the beautiful thing about it, I have 3 of my boys here with me, and you could probably hear them in the background. Mama's in a little vacation down in Miami, so I'm ripping and running around with them all day today. Since 3 o'clock in the morning, believe it or not, I'm an entrepreneur. Got stuff going on. Signals came in. I put them in, and man, I made almost 9% of that, right? So it's like, man, that's good. That's, you know, but is that gonna happen every day? You know, is that really what we're aiming for? And as Dion is talking, and these are questions I'm asking myself, you know, look in the mirror, check what your reflection is telling you. You know, where do you stand? And who are you? You know, are we really in for the greed? Or are we in for the discipline? For me, you know, it was a big tug. You know, it's kind of like, you know, discipline yourself, make this work for you. And it's not about the amount, and make this about the discipline, because the method works. You know, let's put character on the table.
And what I want to talk about the Bobby being transparent, right? Because he could have, like I said, no one's watching us, all right, looking over our shoulder, making sure that we're staying disciplined. But we also not just disciplined, but with this team, when you join the challenge, we have an accountability going on. So not only are we disciplined, but we're also holding each other accountable. So when Bobby asked, hey man, you know, Jeff, I threw an extra zero on there. Is that okay? And I'm like, well, that's not okay, because once again, the challenge is 100K in 150 days, right? And you'll be way past that. And also you won't be able to share in the fun of sharing how you grew your account from 100 to 150K, right? And the average person that we're looking to help may not have 1,000 to start with, right? So we are doing this to let everyone know that no matter where you are in your level of life, even if you are at 150K, this is not about that. What it's about is, can you show someone else that they can do it that's in your sphere of influence, right? So those traders that have the money to go and 10x that account, let's not do that, right? Because what we're doing, we're designed it to help not just you, but the people around you. How many people will be like, hey, Jeff, can I get some money? If somebody asks you for money, then you need to put them in this challenge. Okay? Yeah, straight up. I ain't got no money for you, but I know what you got to do to get this money up, right? Mm-hmm. So for those who have money or have influence or whatever it may be, they say, well, I got more than $100. I mean, I'm a do what Bobby did. I'm glad Bobby shared it with us, and you're hearing it live, because it's not about that you got money, right? People are looking at you and looking for you to share with them what you're doing. And if you're saying I got 1,000, they say, well, I can't do what you do. My bad. Let me go find somebody else, because I ain't got no $1,000 laying on account that I can just trade with, right? So that's what this is all about. And I'm super glad that Bobby was able to share that with everyone today, and to let you know this is real. right? So yeah. Go ahead, Tracy. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good though. Very good.
That was good, right? All right. So let's see. So Sandra, oh wait, David, were you gonna share something? No, David? Were you gonna share something? You good? Okay. So Sandra, I know you've been doing a little bit of trading as well. So give me your thoughts. Like I know you got things going on, like you're still working and doing things like that. Do you feel like what we're doing is something that you can do in your day, right? In conjunction to all the other stuff that you have to that are your responsibilities? Is this time consuming? Are you overwhelmed with like all this stuff, or do you feel like copying and pasting is actually something that you're able to complete?
Actually, it's amazing how easy it is to do this challenge. If you just deposit the money, you get the signals. It doesn't take you 10 minutes to put in the information in order to complete the trade. It doesn't take you 30 minutes. If you're driving and you're at a place where you can pull over, it doesn't take 5 minutes to put it in and to get it done. And usually the trades are less than 5 minutes long. So if you have the time, I mean, you take 5 minutes to go, get a snack. When you're getting the snack, you can put it in just like that. And in 5 minutes, it's over. You're done. And you can be done for the day. I mean, yes, sometimes you're going to lose, but you win some, you lose some. That's a part of life. And it's not just in trading. It's anything that you do in life. You win some, you lose some. Get over it and move forward. I mean, that's it.
Y'all see, our team don't play, right? Look, listen. Listen. If you want to get started and you want to join our challenge, I hope y'all don't think it's okay. Come on. These people, look. David is former military. Okay, Sandra don't mess around. April is former military. Okay, me and Dion from the inner city of Chicago. We gonna play that. Jeff is from the inner city of New York. My boy Bobby. Okay, he already said he 305. Okay, look, I know that ain't no joke down there at the bottom. I know the bottom. Okay, now Miss Deborah, y'all heard Miss Deborah said, "Look, I'm 70 years old. I didn't took all day to figure this." Does she sound like she play with y'all? She don't play either. So what I'm trying to say, go ahead, Miss Deborah.
And I am retired as an equal opportunity officer with 30 years with the Air Force. So, hey, I paid my due.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank all of you guys for your service, for sure. So that's even more to let y'all know these folks ain't playing on this dream team. Okay, you got to come in here, and the expectation is you got to get yourself to work, get it in gear. Now I'm gonna tell on myself because I was on the phone with Jeff earlier today, right? And said we made Bobby be transparent, right? So I'm not gonna leave you out there, brother. I had a little situation today. So I'm driving. Now I say don't drink and drive, right? Don't text and drive. Don't trade and drive. Do not trade and drive, okay? It's dangerous for your health. So
especially in Atlanta.
Oh my God. So we're driving. I had I only needed $1.88 left to achieve my 5%, right? So I'm on the phone with Jeff. Jeff was like, I'm pushing back from the table. He already had his, I believe. And so I said, well, I just need to get my last $1.88. So then one of the master traders that we all really enjoy hopped on the scene. And he came in hot, right? So when I saw his name, I'm like, oh, snap. And he doesn't really give a lot of time. Like sometimes you'll have some traders that they'll mark up the chart on their end. We're not doing that. They're doing that. And then they'll give us the trade and we got a little bit of time. So we can set it as a pending order, right? We'll copy and paste it. And whenever the market hits the parameters that we've pasted, the trade will just go, right? You got time. But when this guy hits the scene, when he's up to bat, he don't do all of that. He come in swinging. First pitch, home run, okay? First pitch. So when I saw his name with the new trade alert, I'm driving down 285. I said, oh my God, Jeff. I said, let me enter the trade. So I'm looking at the trade, but on my broker on my phone, I was on the wrong pair. Okay, Lord, I was on the wrong pair. So I said, Jeff, what's the time? What's the time? Jeff said 2 minutes. I said, okay, so boom, boom. I dropped it down from 5 minutes down to 2 minutes. And I already knew what I was gonna risk, right, based on the percentage. And so I went on and I hit, boom, I hit the buy button, right? And when I hit the buy button, the green candle was going up, so that was a good thing. But I looked and I was like, this is CAD JPY. The trade is USD JPY. I'm like, oh Lord, Jeff, please. Like Jeff can help me with my trade. Jeff, please, Lord, come on, CAD JPY. Come on, this is the wrong damn trade. And you can't get out. Like this is you have to stay in for the time that you put. I can't get myself out. So that's it. I gotta wait 2 minutes. Those were the longest damn 2 minutes ever in my whole entire life. And that joker kept going up, and boom, I won that trade. I got my $2.40. I said, Jeff, I won. I went, I hit off on the alert. I don't want to see him at bat no more because I'm gonna be tempted. I know I'm gonna be tempted. Like, oh, I know he's gonna run them back to back, but I'm not here for that. I needed the 188. I got my 240 just because that was just what was in the trade, and I was done. I'm actually up for the day, right? Bobby, he's up for the day. David, up for the day. So that means tomorrow we're good. Even if we take a little bit of a loss tomorrow, guess what? We got enough of a cushion from today and didn't get greedy that could actually play a role in our profit on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the next day holds. And so what is the message? The message is do not trade and drive because you might hit the wrong pair. Thank God I hit buy. I just happened to hit buy because UJ was buy, right? So buy and I won, but I do not recommend that you try this at home. Okay. This is for professionals only. Okay. Professionals only.
But also, I want to add on because I was the culprit. You know, I know she was driving, but I was like,
you was giving me out. You was giving me out.
Yes, he coming through. So, long story short, here's the truth of the matter, ladies and gentlemen. You don't got to know it. You don't have to know it all to get it all, right? The cool thing about this is that half the people here and people in our challenge don't even know what a chart means. I still don't know what candles mean. I don't even look at candles. I look at the lines. Okay. So y'all gonna know when y'all enter the challenge what that means. So the fact that I can win the trade by leveraging someone who actually understands the trades is the most powerful thing we can do in this here challenge and this here world, because you don't have to know it all to get it all. I don't have to know how the lights work on to enjoy the benefit of the lights, right? They tell me flip the switch. Oh, I got to flip the switch. It's gonna be on. Flip. Oh, snap! It's on. I don't have to know how it works, right? So that's what I'm saying. The fact that we're able to jump in the challenge as newbies, and some that are not newbies, to get in here and get disciplined on something as simple as copy and paste, follow the experts as they give us these trade ideas to allow us to grow our income like the big banks been doing for centuries. Not just the big banks, but insurance companies are trading their money they're not getting it from your policy, your little policy money. They're not making their money from that. They'll be dead broke, right? But they take that and they trade it in the markets. Ask me how I know. Because I have a car rental company and I want to actually learn the insurance game, because that's the biggest challenge people have when having a rental company renting out to people. And upon my studying and going to class, this is what was told to me by the experts that teach the class of insurance. Meaning the banks and the insurance company make their money off the same markets that we're making money from now, right? And so what we're saying to you is that you are now in a position to do what the big banks and insurance companies are doing with just a small investment that's going to allow you to grow that like the big banks do. You see, this is why it wasn't available for people like us, because you had to be a big boy, a big girl to actually put up 100,000. Because if you lose the risk, if you lose that, you're not feeling the pain of that, because that's just some side money, right? To the big boys, this 100,000 or whatever is side money for them. They're not crying to lose that money. But this is why when we come in here, we got to put on the mindset of investing versus gambling. And when we do that, by once again, getting what we came to get, pushing away from the table, and live to see another day, right? So I'm super excited for everybody who's about to join the challenge, because It's your turn, your time, right? You're seeing this video because it's your turn and your time, right? Then now it's time to take your turn so you can make this your time, not just for you, but the people around you and your legacy. Now you become living legends that you could be able to leave a legacy for, right? Well, I want to be a living legend. I want to live my legacy and then pass that legacy down to people. I don't want to leave a legacy and then live it, right? I want to become a living legend and then leave that legacy to someone else to live. And this is how we can do that, right? So I'm gonna get back to Tracy, but this is serious for me, and it's serious for them. For them, who's them? It's serious for everyone on the Zoom, right? It's serious for you too as well, because if you don't do it, someone else is gonna do it. If you don't win, your children will like, so you ain't getting that challenge, mommy, and we still gotta drink Similac, and we still gotta eat rice and beans. And we still got to eat hot dogs with the burnt ones, right? We got to eat sugar sandwiches because you ain't want to.
I like rice and beans. I like rice and beans.
But I forgot you vegan, so she like rice and beans. But I like some extra stuff with mine, okay? So, but you know what I mean, right? Linda? Yes. It's time for us to say, I'm gonna become a living legend, and my kid ain't gonna never tell me we broke again, right? Oh, my mom broke. She ain't got no money. Oh, Tracy, tell people what your child said. Your child, what Josiah said when we hang around his little kids. Right, yeah. You remember that?
Josiah, you want to tell it? Tell us. So when you and Sebastian Wyatt, y'all were in the car, y'all was coming back from the water park, or not maybe from the water park, but it was the other day, and y'all all had money. What'd you say to them in the car? Where were you at when you was like, hey, I'm the what? Y'all all had y'all money, and Sebastian has spent his money on the game.
I'm the richest.
Say it again. He said what?
I'm the richest.
So he said, I'm the richest one. I'm the richest one. And so I'm on the phone with him, right? And I was like, okay, well, do I stop that or do I keep that going? I said, no, we're going to let that keep going. I need him to speak. I'm the richest one. Okay. He said, Sebastian spent his money on this. Wyatt did whatever Wyatt did. He was like, oh, I only spent this. And I still have $40. And Josiah said, right, I'm the richest one because I have $50. I said, well, you better go ahead, Jay. Okay. Now, and I try to make sure that I make him keep a certain amount to the side, right? So I can get his trading account going. And Josiah can copy and paste doing this, what we're doing. He can do this, right? And I can have him practicing even more in a demo account, and he get hold of this whole situation. My son is 8 years old. If y'all don't think that by the time he's 10 or 11, he gonna already be a beast, you get a job where? Go get minimum wage. What are you even talking about? I can make $20 in a minute. Why would I go sit up here, wear a uniform, and deal with these people and have to clean up and be out of here at a certain time when I can for that in an hour?
At 10, Tracy, at 10, he's already done 2 challenges.
He has.
He's not doing $20 in 3 minutes. He's doing thousands of dollars in 3 minutes.
I mean, I just think Sweet 16, I want him to have things and of that sort, right? And bless him because he does well in school and he's a good child. But Josiah gonna be able to buy his own. All he do is talk about Bugatti, Lamborghini, and that's not because I'm materialistic and I'm pushing that in front of him. He plays games like Roblox and he sees for himself. We get on Instagram at night and we look at dream houses, right? We look at the pools in the back. We look at the bowling alleys in the basement. We look at the basketball court in the yard. His mind is already expanded where sometimes we'll drive past the house that I think look nice and he'll be like, Mom, that's too small. This house would probably easy be a 5,000 square foot house. He'd be like, where we going with that? Who gonna fit in there? Boy, just me and you, what you mean? But that's the point, right? And that's what I want for so many other, as a single mother, right? That's what I want for so many single moms is for you to be able to pass something to your child. The job that you work may be amazing and you might absolutely love it. And you might not ever see yourself walking away, and that's okay. But you can't pass that career and that job and your tenure to that child. They got to start all over from scratch as if you never did anything. And guys, that right there is the problem. We are causing every generation to have to start all the way over because we didn't know what to do with the skills or the money when we were in the game so that they could start 2 steps up, 3 steps up. And it's way too much information out here now available for all races, all colors, all creeds. There is nobody's fault today, 2022, why you can't grow your money 5%. You can't blame nothing that took place hundreds of years ago. It is your responsibility today to take the information that is available today and do something with it so that you can pass it on to your babies, or else what you're doing them a disservice. And I can't be here knowing that the future don't look bright unless he have a high valuable skill. And that's just the truth of the matter. And I'm not going to sit him down and make him think he's going to be able to make it off $20 an hour. It's just not going to happen. So that's my take on it. Okay. I know everybody don't run their household like me. So I don't want to, this in this day and age, everybody get offended this day and age. I'm talking about my house. I just want to pass it to you. Go ahead, brother.
99.9% of houses are raised that same way, where you have to, once you get old enough to understand the language, you finna go to school. And then once you get out of school, you finna get a job. And then you're going to have to sell them on how much you're worth per hour. Now, that's the problem. Everybody is stuck on how much I make per hour. I'm finna trade my time for money. How much am I going to get per hour? What we are offering people is a shock therapy. Money in minutes. Wait a minute. I've never heard. So I'm trying to get a job that's paying me $15, $20 an hour. You're trying to inject in me through social media, through this internet, through this box I'm watching y'all on. You're trying to inject into my spirit that I can make that same $25 in 3 minutes. And you're trying to convince me that that's a reality, that can truly happen. And the reality of it is, yes, that the guy that makes $30,000 a year doesn't just want to make $30,000 a year. He's just not aware on how to make $30,000 a month. You're not making $25 in 3 minutes because you were not aware on how to make $25 in 3 minutes. You just sat with us for an hour and you just saw 8 people share with you from beginning to middle to starting that we've done this. We're going to start this. The belief system is there. That's where it starts. Belief. Miss Deborah, our senior, said, I'm setting everything up because I know tomorrow I am taking that first alert. She believes the belief system is there. What do you believe? Do you believe you can make $25 in 3 minutes? You got to work your way up to it. Of course, $5 the first day. And as you grow, there's going to be a day, what is it, Tracy? Day 70, 60, day 69 to 72. You are going to make in that same 3 to 5 minute time frame what you make in 7 hours, 8 hours on your job. It's going to have you're going to have a battle at that time, man. I can just do this for 3 to 5 minutes and don't need that job. That's going to be a mental battle that you're going to face when you get there. But it's phases to it, and we all got to grow through it. So,
I mean, just look at this as you were talking. Look, on day 34, right? When the account gets to $600, 5%, that's $30 that will probably be made in a congregate, right? Because if it takes us 3 trades, for example, and let's say each trade is 3 minutes, right? Sometimes they're 2, sometimes they're 5, but let's say average of 3 minutes. That's 9 minutes over the day. 9 minutes, you could make $30. That's the equivalent, right, of what some people are taking to make in an hour. And what do you need to make $30 in 9 minutes? $600.
I'm actually, my other is on day 41. I'm at day 41 on binary set right now.
Okay, so you're on day 41.
Right.
So we're talking about around $800 or so, right? 5%, that's $42. Y'all see that right here, right? $42 for the day. Guys, come on. You can do this, right? And so I'm going to stop sharing that, but I just wanted people to see that, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. And that's what we're here. So we've been on for about an hour. Those of you that have hung out with us, we appreciate you for listening and tuning in. I know some of you guys have already started reaching out to various members here of the squad and letting them know. If you have not gotten in touch with the person that shared this with you, maybe they're on the screen, maybe they're not on the screen, right? They may just be somebody that's part of our overall team. Guys, what you want to do is you want to get back with them and you want to ask them, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? You already know you're going to need $100 to get started. Okay. This is not a free, rub 2 nickels together and get something. This is not, make something out of nothing. This is not struggle hustle. This is not hustle culture. This is investment culture. We're going to plant a seed. All right. And it's going to be $100 seed at the max, really what we want you to do. Okay. And then you are going to have to subscribe to the apps. Okay. There's various levels. But the basic level is $199 to get started with the app. And then ongoing every month, a monthly subscription, it's $179. But I'm going to challenge you. If you already are thinking you can't make $180 in a month, you don't think you can cover the cost of your membership in a whole month. You don't think you can make it 30 days and make $200. Guys, there's a bigger problem at hand. It's not us. It's you. The belief in your ability is what we need to work on. Okay. And so you see the process. We've shared with you what we're doing. We've shared some of the mistakes. We've been transparent. We're going to continue on this road over the next 149 days. Probably won't do a live every single day, but maybe we can get together and do something maybe like once a week. Right? Or week 1 or week 2, or different people in the group can do lives in different times or whatever that they want to do. But all I'm going to say is that get yourself ready. Okay. It's time to level up. We are almost in 2023. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't even seem like it, but we are 6 months done of 2022. It is about to be July. And the time is moving fast. If you have not earned twice as much on your job this year as you earned last year, you're going backwards because the cost of living is going up. And if you're not keeping up with that, you're going backwards financially. You're going backwards. Okay. And so what our job is to try to help show you and teach you how to fill the gap. Again, we can't make any promises. We're not here to guarantee you. This is not a bot. This is not somebody trading on your behalf. This is not give us your money. We trade for you. This is not any of that. This is you are in control of your money, of your brokerage account, and we are giving you a plan to how you can earn 5% a day. Your actions, your discipline, your lack of discipline, your ability to follow instructions, your inability to follow instructions, all of that is going to have a bearing on your results, but they're your results. And that's why it's you. Okay. And I'm okay with that. So I just want to make it super duper crystal clear that this is our team working together to support one another. Sometimes you might get down. Sometimes you might get frustrated, and we can insulate you because of the culture and the cultivating soil that we have here on the Dream Team. But if you want to just throw spaghetti against the wall, guys, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be in and you're going to be out because you're going to be mad. You're going, oh, it's the market. Oh, it's the this. Oh, it's the that. And I'm telling you right now, whenever you start to blame every external event on why you can't succeed, you're looking at it the wrong way. You got to start looking in the mirror. Everything is from the inside out. All right. So get back with whoever it was that invited you here. Let them know you're ready to get started with Money in Minutes, with our challenge. Past results do not dictate future gains. And before we close, I'm going to ask if just for every last one of our panelists to share something as a closeout as we go, so that I'll have, I'm not trying to dominate this whole thing. So guys, if you got any final words or comments or, a call to action for everybody, let's hear it. What you got to say? Let the people know.
Hey, Tracy, I'll go first. As we all, when we're driving around, a lot of folks, at some point in time, you may not know this road that you're on, and all of a sudden you come to an end of the road that says dead end. A lot of people will keep going until they get to the dead end sign. Well, here's the opportunity for a lot of people. You see the signs of where we're going, and you see where you're going, and if it's towards a dead end, now's the time to turn around and go back in a different direction. And what we're doing is a different direction. And you don't, as Jeff said, you don't have to know it all. We're here to support you. The learning curve is steep for some. It's not as steep for others, but we have all the information there that help everybody succeed. And it's up to them if they want to come on board and join in here with us. So.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and say, don't quit your jobs yet, because we're going to still need you to come service now. Okay? I'm going to still need to go to that restaurant, and I need you to be the waitress to serve me and make sure my food is good and great. So while you come into the challenge, I don't want to come to the restaurant like, you ain't nobody working today, because they're all training now. Okay? We don't want you to do that. Okay? So what I'm saying is this, all right? And I'm serious about this. This is a legacy play, right? And so while you're learning the skill set and the discipline by being held accountable, right? I want you to understand this. While you're on that job, it's not a reposition the thought of that job. It's not your investor, right? That job is your investor, your private investor. And you're going to take the money from that job, and you're going to come into this challenge, and you're going to learn how to be disciplined with the money you're making here before you take it out, right? Because what is the best feeling to see is to actually see $100,000 in your account. It does something to your mind, right? So I don't want you to come in here and say, "Ooh, I can't wait to get in here and pay a bill with this money I'm about to make," right? That's not what we're doing it for. Your job is designed to take care of your bills, while this is designed to build your legacy. So understand, when you get in here, leverage the information here, leverage the team, and be disciplined. This is a skill set and a life-changing paradigm shift that you're about to go through while still on your job. And then once you start to do this, guess what you get to do? You get to show other people exactly what you did so y'all can win together. But if you leave your job and you're like, you left everybody behind. So, like I say, stay at your job, right? Make it $20 an hour. See the paradigm shift from the trading aspect and the investing aspect, so that you can go ahead and do the Harriet Tubman and bring everybody along with you, right? So, like I said, and I want to eat good, so stay there, please. You know what I'm saying? So, on that note, just get in, all right? And we'll show you how to make a win.
Real quick, we've got a couple of comments. So Crypto Don Juan is tuning in, looks like from YouTube. How to join. Okay, Crypto, you on my YouTube, you wanna inbox me, okay? I'll help you do that. And do y'all have a Discord? Yes, we do. Okay, yes, we do, Don Juan. All right, so let's go. Sandra, Deborah, April, Dion, you up next.
Well, I just want to say, if like Trill just said, don't quit your job. Not yet. Work this thing out first. Do the challenge a couple of times first before you decide, okay, I'm going to quit my job and this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to build a legacy. No, it's not like that. This is not something you just go ahead and quit your job tomorrow and say, okay, I'm going to make this money. No, it's like life is. Nothing ever turns out the way you want it when you want it to turn out the way you want it. So you just have to just continue with the work, continue with your investment. Be your own investor instead of paying someone else to do it, and then let it grow, build that legacy. And then when you get to a point where maybe all your bills are paid, then you can quit your job and say, okay, I'm going to use this legacy and I'm going to build it to where I can share it with my children or grandchildren, whoever it is that you want to leave it with.
Well said, Sandra. Well said.
I'll go next. I'm just excited. But the thing about it is, I do have grandkids in college and everything else, and my sons. And I want them to learn this, because I was up here talking to my husband, and he's been sitting here listening to you guys. And I told him, I said, just think, next year we have enough money to pay off both of our houses and all our bills. And I said, hey, well, we travel so much now anyway. But I said, that is, to me, is just being debt free. And I love the idea of I can't remember the word that you said about just waiting and being content. Don't be in a hurry and stuff like that, because just knowing what's at the end of the rainbow, that's what you need to look at, what's at the end. And see, I don't care what's in the middle. I mean, we're fine, but I just know that what I can do if I just hold on. And that's the thing of what I'm excited about. I just said, after that, you showed me that paper. I'm like, hey, 150 days? Come on. I can
Come on
hold on
through.
for 150 days longer than that. If I hold on 300 days, I could pay off both of my houses, all my bills, and probably if I want to buy a new car, which I don't, hey, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, and that's the way I look at it.
I love that. Listen, you do it back to back. You'll probably have over $1 million. I believe it, something like that. It would be because you're compounded. It's not doubling. It's compounded, right? So that would be a massive amount, Miss Deborah Strew. I'm gonna come over there and be like, let me hold $20, Miss Deborah. Let me hold $20. I need some gas money around here. All right, Dion and April, what's going on?
I'll go ahead if Dion don't mind, because Miss Deborah actually said exactly what I was thinking to say. And all I add to that is there are tons of things that you can attempt to earn some type of income residually or whatever, and I have tried plenty of them. Okay. This right here, and I'm gonna tell you, I am the main person. I'm busy for real. I'm really busy. That's why I was jumping in here in the beginning because I was moving from one spot to another. But today, when this thing was in that setting your notification sound, when I heard that thing going off today, I had my phone somewhere, and I think I walked away, and then I heard it, and I was like, oh my God, hold on, wait a minute. I got to stop and go get my phone and get up in this tray, baby. So just to earn, like Dion put in a comment earlier, if you earn $1, you know what I'm saying? You earn $2. I get so excited about $1.50 right now. You understand what I'm saying? That's how much more groceries have increased, at least. Okay, so I'm so excited. I'm like Miss Deborah. I'm not even worried about month 3, 4, and 5. I'm not even worried about month 6 because when month 6 comes, month 7, this thing's going to continue. I'm never going to quit this. Okay, I don't. Why? I can do this 5% every day until forever. So I would definitely say to anybody, for myself, I had to learn this. Be patient with yourself. You won't know a thing, and that is absolutely okay. It's actually best that you don't. That way you can walk step by step into it, and you will not be disappointed. I am attested to that again. So I'm excited for everybody who is coming in right along with us.
Awesome. In closing, and I'm not saying this to brag, but because we are like infancy stage in North America, it's a handful of people that's in this company, that's in this country. And for us as our team to have been blessed enough to sit down, take the time, come up with a system that we can give to the average person that knows nothing about this industry at all, but can come in right from the first text message from, hey, congratulations, from subscribing to the app, welcome to the Discord team, walking them straight through the steps and then bringing them right through to the challenge where they see a camaraderie of people that's doing the same thing to show them, hey, this is doable. I can do it. I've seen the evidence of it being done. Because the biggest question of it all is, yeah, I would love to turn $100 into $150,000 in 150 days, but how do I get this 5%? And then we actually have a solution that gives us a high probability of that 5% a day. And to do that systematically, I would say, like what April said, once you get to day 150, the reason that we capped it at that end of the day, yeah, you can keep going. You can. And we welcome that. We want you to do another one, but reward yourself. I mean, at the end of that 150 days, when you reach that challenge and, hey, you pay off, if you got debt, if you're not debt free, pay off some of those debts, pay off the mortgage, do something great for the family. but start a challenge again. And this time when you restart it, say if you did go crazy like I'm going to do, and do it with $10,000, because my goal is for that next 150 days. If I can turn 100 into 150, I can turn 10 into 15 million with the same system. So that second phase, I'm going to enjoy my reward. I'm going to reward myself, and you all should do the same. But yes, start another challenge with a different amount, and then do it with your loved ones. At this time, going through it 6 months, because there's going to be some people from Missouri. I just want to see you go through your whole 150 days after you got 100 that you can turn into $3,000 that you showing your coworkers. They still don't believe it. So it's going to happen. Go through the challenge for yourself. At the end, then do something nice for those that are still part of your loved ones, but they don't want some of that money, because some people gonna want some of my money. Come on, y'all. We already know. But our loved ones that are still there, bring them through the challenge with you on challenge too. Don't give them no money. Make them go through the challenge. So that's all I got in closings. But make sure whoever's video you watch, whoever shared this with you, send them a DM, send them a message. Man, I definitely want to be part of that challenge. And no matter who it is, we're gonna be family anyway. So appreciate you guys.
Well, that's it. That's all. Nothing else to do but to get to it. We'll see y'all inside the challenge. Bye, guys.